Hey there, welcome to our Saturday night show, Cryptids and Conspiracies. Tonight we're going to do a little special. We're going to take a little bit of a break from the Cryptids and the Conspiracies and tell a little bit of our own stories as to what interested us in the supernatural, what opened our minds up to the possibility of a supernatural. And so tonight will be a little bit special in that the poll's going to be different tonight. The poll is basically going to be who do you think told the best story? Now, you got your 4 panel members here. I don't think Abby's going to show up tonight, but if he does, I'll add him. But anyway, so basically, sometime during the night, if one of us told a story or gave us gave like an evidence that you thought was very compelling, just type the number that they represented by them. 1 for me, 2 for Cruel, 3 for Wookie, and 4 for our friend John's Longbox. So anyway, that's going to be up during the course of the show. We're going to check it. And all you have to do, no matter where the chat is, what chat you're in, just put a number in. Now, don't do it before we tell our stories. Try to, give us all a chance to go through. But that's going to be available tonight. That's how you participate as a chat member. And anyway, we'll make it go away for now. Now, today, we have some interesting panel members. We got a returning guy. We'll start with him. Welcome to the show, Wookie. You live in a desert! Anyway. The joke is Wookie lives in Arizona.
Holy shit.
Anyway.
It was yes, it's been a wee hot today. It was only 110.
Yeah. Only 110.
Only 110.
I guess that's mild. I guess that's pretty mild. Anyway.
Yeah, for June, yeah.
There you go. Next guy is going to be this gentleman.
If it's no Scottish, it's crap!
If it's not Scottish, it's indeed crap. Welcome to the show,
Hello there, everybody. How y'all doing? Well, 100 and something. 100 and something.
Yeah.
Okay, Wookie.
So,
okay.
It
rained here today. It rained, damn it.
So you got desert, then you got, rain.
For those of you that participate in the double-digit temperatures, it was
there you go.
Over 45 degrees, I believe.
Well, let's welcome our last guy to the show.
Truly exceptional. And he had one thing you haven't got.
What's that, sir?
A great big bushy beard. Come on.
Welcome to the show. The man with the great big bushy beard. There you go. Let's see. Oh, do we have a comment over here yet? Zach 10. Oh, hey, I hope y'all having a blessed day. Hey, good to see you, man.
Thank you. You too.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to basically every single one of us has a the reason we're on Cryptids and Conspiracies, or the reason why we have an interest in that, cryptids or conspiracies or the supernatural in general, is because all of us have experienced it or run across something that we felt was compelling evidence that it might exist. And so tonight I thought it would be interesting to give our stories and kind of like make a case for why we think the supernatural indeed does exist. Now, of course, we're going to probably, if Time Prophet shows up, he'll probably rag us that, supernatural doesn't exist. All we have is the physical, You all are like stupid, Anyway, I don't know what he actually sounds like, so that's my impression of him. You'll have to correct me, but anyway.
Way off, Bunny. Way off.
I know, but I don't do whatever accent he has. I don't know.
You'd have to go way back over some of the old videos to hear when he was live with us.
Yeah,
he was live at one point, really?
With us, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was he Scottish?
No.
English?
He's down in Birmingham somewhere or outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's a Brummie.
He's a Brummie.
Okay.
He's really? He's a
so.
Brummie?
He's not that far from Gobby, so he's around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe away the other. Maybe the other way.
He's
But
somewhere in that vicinity. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if he's near Gabi, then
Who gives a shit?
Yes.
there you go.
That's still.
There you go.
That's still golden.
That's the summary. That's perfect summary of Gabi. I need to send that to him so he can use it for his own show because that was perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he'd love that. Yeah.
All right. So, gentlemen, anybody volunteering to start?
Yeah, I'll go first because it's the quickest one and probably the most crap. So
okay, no problem. Lay it on us, my friend.
I think I might have very briefly mentioned Inveryugi Castle, which is out to the west of here. I haven't been out there since I was little, but it was always suggested that it was haunted. And I've got a separate window open up here, so it's got a little thing. And it's the tale of the Green Lady, often associated with this region. The famous Green Lady legend is often associated with historical estates in the Aberdeenshire area. Usually refers to Lila Drummond, the wife of Alexander Seaton, according to the tragic tale. The betrayal, Seaton reportedly starved her to death or locked her away for failing to produce a male heir. And the scandal, shortly after her death, he quickly remarried. His new bride was Lila's own cousin, Griselle, whatever that's supposed to be. And on the night of their wedding, terrifying moans and screeches were heard outside the marital bedroom. And when the couple looked outside the next morning, they found the name Lila Drummond freshly scratched into the hard exterior stone of the castle window ledge. Now, I can get rid of that now. We always heard like stories that it was haunted. And there was supposed to be like a ghost if you were there at night or something like that. You would see her floating about. I think the rumor was that it was a headless ghost, but I could be mistaken about that. But that's like I say, it's a long time ago since I've been out there. So it's not that far either. So
oh wow, so that's
that would be it. It's again, this is not my kind of forte. Otherwise, I would have maybe done a bit more of a deeper dive into it.
Gotcha. Is there like a yeah, I know that they've done some shows from several castles in like Europe. Have you done any like ghost hunters style shows from that?
I don't think so. I mean, I think I've mentioned before Slane's Castle, which is out at Cruden Bay, which is about 4 miles out the south road, which is the other way, and that was famously like a stately kind of residence where a certain individual stayed. And took inspiration for a certain castle that was in a certain book that I'm totally not reading now. Totally not. You see, I just plugged that. I had this all set up.
There you go.
So,
wow.
So yeah.
Ready?
And
you had
as
that
for
staged. Awesome.
As for my getting into the kind of supernatural, for lack of a better term, I suppose it's hearing the legend of Dracula's castle out the road at Cruden Bay.
There you go.
Okay.
He wasn't there when we were out, but
yeah,
maybe it's daytime.
Well, there you go. Could you give a quick rundown of Dracula's castle? Why it's in Scotland and not Pennsylvania?
It's supposedly Bram Stoker, whilst he was staying there, took inspiration for the place itself, which was the image he had of Dracula's castle in the book. Gotcha. It's not really described to that extent that you could say, "Oh yes, that's definitely based after castle." But,
right.
Yeah,
that's always fascinated me that he was inspired by a Scottish castle.
We always used to call it Dracula's castle when we were out, and we used to pretend, you used to hide in the. There's a little bit of a basement kind of bit you could get to, and like, who's going to get you, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but there you go.
Yeah. That's way more fun than Inveryugi Castle.
Well, I actually did a story with some Dracula elements, and I found out the Carfax Abbey is just mentioned in in Dracula is was the residence that he took over when he got to London. There is an actual it's called Carfax. It's actually a crossroads, like on a suburb of London. It actually does exist. So
there is another fishing town somewhere that has some connection to Bram Stoker's Dracula as well, and allegedly we argue about the validation of what's true and what's not. I don't know what their beef is and what they're claiming, but that's the thing. It's supposedly Dracula's castle, or inspiration for Dracula's castle out the road.
Right.
That's always cool.
They got Dracula from Vlad Tepes, the Wallachian.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yes.
Vlad the Impaler. Yes.
Nice guy.
And,
mostly peaceful.
Vlad had some really good ideas about how to keep your borders secure.
Yes,
namely,
I believe so.
stake up some dying men
I think he
in
was,
the forest around your property.
Wasn't he a Orthodox Christian or something like that?
Yeah, he did all his killing for the church, supposedly. So
supposedly.
Supposedly.
Well,
he liked
ahead.
to introduce people to pointy objects.
Yes.
Large pointy objects.
Interesting. He was actually a Turkish prisoner. He was given to them, given to the Turks to kind of as a peace treaty. So he stayed in, and the Turks did not treat him well. The rumor is that he was molested. I'll just say that. And
they took boys. They took a lot of boys, apparently. Yeah.
And did things to them, and that's where he got the idea of where to stick the stake. So
let's leave that to the imagination, shall we?
There we go.
When you're known as Vlad the Impaler, but your brother is known as Radu the Handsome.
That's right, yeah.
There you go.
They were gonna call him Vlad the unpresentable, but he's just
there. You go.
I'm gonna start killing people. I'm gonna pick my nickname.
Yeah, but I don't think he did bad with the ladies. He had a heck of a mustache, man. He did.
The ugly bastard.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I can't compete.
Okay,
I'm gonna compete in something else.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, sticking takes up keisters.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, Gabi needs that. Please send it to him. Well,
yeah.
Gabi has this distaste and disdain for me for whatever reason. I think it's just because all Americans are stupid. But I'll have Wookie send it to him. He might take it from Wookie. Anyway, hi Wookie, Cruel, John, and T.
Hey, Cam, hello.
All right, Cam. All right, Prophet is a freaking limey. Oh, okay. All right, hello, Eric Guapo. Good to see you. And
hey, Eric Guapo. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while. Holy, welcome back. Let's see. They didn't. Dracula get some land in Britain. Yeah. In the book he did. I don't know that Vlad the Impaler did, but in the novel he did. It's called Carfax Abbey.
Yeah.
Nice, Cruel, very smoothly done. Cheers. And a stake in the beehole keeps immigrants away. Yes, it does. It secured Wallachia's borders for quite some time. Let's just say, fighting the Turks, they were not nice guys back then. No, they were not.
No, they
were
not.
not. He was taken as a hostage for his father's good behavior. Many were. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, and he was not treated well. Not all Americans are stupid, but we are all a shade of crazy. I'll
Yeah.
My friends with Gabi knew him through Doctor Who back in the day. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, of course. Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah, actually, that Who Gives a Whatever that came from me asking him a Doctor Who question.
Yeah,
and
that's right, yeah.
And I think the Timeless Children had just come out, and he was burned. He was burnt.
Yeah.
So that was very poor timing.
Too. It was during
Christmas. Very poor timing.
It was because the stuff on his mic.
Yeah. The modern audience is nobody.
Yeah, I think JTT had just put a stake in it, with his, bringing all that stuff into it. Everybody's hoping that he was going to restore some of it, and he just, buried it.
He did.
But anyway, So that is cruel. That is his entry to our little contest here. Now, if you want to, if you want to vote for cruel, just put a 2 in the chat. But I would wait till everybody else
vote
gets
for
their
me. I'm awesome.
Anyway, well, I would definitely, I would go
He's a big
and
pile of number 2.
yeah, there you go, there you go. So I would put basically,
I'm
I'd
number
wait till
2.
everybody does their
Oh,
story.
that's shite, isn't it?
There you go. All right. So we're going to we'll go ahead and go clockwise. Wookie, if you want to go.
Clockwise.
But
Sorry, counterclockwise.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go
Yeah,
counterclockwise.
I've got a couple of them, but it's pretty much all my paranormal experiences happened on the job. With one exception.
What was your job?
Well, I used to work for Toys R Us for a number of years in San Diego County, 4 different stores. But the one that has happened the most is when I was working at Michael's store here, the Michael's Arts and Crafts here in Yuma. And when I first started, I started there in 2013 as the custom framing manager, and it was about a year in or so. And so I think it was the following Christmas.
Yeah.
That we were getting ready for fourth quarter. Anyway, we were closing up one night, and there was 4 of us, myself, the closing manager, the cashier, and then another person on the sales floor to help clean up. So the routine was the cashier and the manager would pull all the registers, and then they would go into the office and they would count all the registers down and put them in the safe, and then make a small deposit, and then put it in the safe. And then while they're doing that, the other floor person would be doing the restrooms and clean the restrooms, bathrooms, and take out the trash. So, and then I would be taking care of everything in the frame shop, closing that all up, and then going around and recovering the sales floor in the frame shop. So as I was doing the recovery on the sales floor, I was facing a wall, and the wall had open back frames on it of various sizes, and they were stuck. They were in on the shelving diagonally with supports, so that you could pull them out, take a look, and put it back. And it was a big, probably about 5 shelves of those. And I think we've been closed for probably about 25 minutes. I'm guessing, because we closed at 9, so I was thinking it's probably somewhere between a quarter after. So,
yeah.
So I'm straightening the wall, and I know that the manager and the cashier had already gone to the back. I didn't know where the other person was. Everybody's got a radio. All 4 of us had radios. So I'm standing there, and I hear somebody walking from the aisle adjacent to where I'm at, from the back, like they were going around and were coming up behind me. So I was assuming it was the person who was doing the trash and stuff like that, and probably had a question or wanted to know if there was any trash in the frame shop, because they usually do that. So as I'm doing my thing, not thinking about it, I could hear the footsteps get closer, and louder, and they stopped approximately 5 feet from behind me. So as they stopped, I went and swung around like this to say, "Hey, do you need to get the trash?" And there was nobody there. And so I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm going, okay, there's nobody. Where the hell did you? And you couldn't have gone anywhere. I would have seen you or heard you leave. There's no way. So I got on the radio and I said, Valerie, what's your location? Oh, we're in the office counting the registers. And she said, we. I said, so and so, the cashier is in there with you? And she says, yes. And then I said to the other person, I think his name was Raphael. I said, Raphael, what's your location? And he's like, I'm back here on the dock near the trash compactor. Well, that's at least about 50 yards away from where the hell I was. So, and there was nobody else in the store. So, yeah, and that was just one of them. But that was kind of creepy. a lot of things had happened in that store. Apparently, that store, about 20 years prior, was a supermarket, and the story was that somebody deleted themselves in there.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
And so that's probably who was walking around, because there was other events that happened.
Yeah.
There was another incident that happened during the day when the store was open, actually. And I was at the custom framing counter. I was actually on there's two computer stations, so I was on the one farthest from the frame shop itself.
Right.
And so I'm on the computer doing a bunch of work in there. I think it was sending an email to the corporate, and I saw somebody come, walk along the wall where those frames I was telling you about were, and the entrance is at the end of the wall, and you take a left right into the room. There's no door. Yeah. So I saw a silhouette of somebody wearing black pants and a red shirt, and then about 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes later, the assistant manager comes from the other side, and she's like, "Have you seen Jesus, who's a store manager?" And I said, "Yeah, I think he went in the frame shop." So she goes in the frame shop. She's like, "There's nobody in there." I said, "What do you mean? I just saw him on the corner of my eye walk in there. Somebody walked in there just like him. Black pants, red shirt." She goes, "No, he's not here." And I'm like, "Well, where is he?" So we paged him. He wasn't even in the store. And there was nobody in the store that was dressed in black pants and a red shirt, because the company shirts were red. And he was known for wearing black pants with his red shirts. So, yeah, that was another creepy incident. And then also, that same manager, her name is Leanne. She actually was party to a situation where she'd be at the registers, helping close the registers down at night. And each register has a phone. So on the phone, there's a digital readout that tells you if it's a phone number or if it's an actual extension from somewhere in the store. Well, she got the phone rang. She looked at the extension. The extension said 40. Well, 40 is the manager's office. Manager's office is behind two locked doors. This is before I started. She was the only one with a key to get into the manager's office.
Right.
So you got to go to, and that actually happened when I was there one time too. So
wow.
Because
So what experiences supernatural just completely? It's the first time you thought, wow, there might be something else out there.
It was an incident that happened when I was a little kid, growing up in Southern California, a mining town. My father worked as a heavy duty equipment mechanic for a mining company called Kaiser Steel. It was in Southern California, along the Chocolate Mountains in Riverside County. So the mine had been there for years. Now it's desert. It's high. It's what they call high desert. So it's like 1,500 feet above sea level or something like that. 2,000 feet above sea level. And so in this small mining community, they had 4-H clubs and stuff like that. And so they had stables. So they had some stables at the far end of the town near the outskirts. So they'd have sheep and horses and things like that and other farm type animals. And so over, I think it was the early part of, well, it was not the early part. It was the later part of the year, like October, November, December area, that time of frame. And so the weather was getting cooler. And all of a sudden there was a rumor that something was attacking the animals in the pens. And so no one really knew what was going on. They had a sheriff deputy who was stationed there, and he didn't say much, at least, but I was a little kid. So, you're talking about 7, 8 years old. But something funny was happening because the parents, you couldn't say it was a mountain lion because a mountain lion couldn't break a horse's neck.
Wow.
So something broke a freaking horse's neck.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Was this the skinwalker thing That no. Okay.
No, no.
This is the Wookiee thing. It's the
It's
Sasquatch thing.
It had to be a Sasquatch
Okay.
to friggin' snap a horse's neck.
Yeah.
Not a bear. Not a bear.
There's no bears there, man.
No.
There's
All
there's
right.
there's mountain goats, and that's about it. That's
Okay.
There's
And
no.
So that's
snakes-
so that's
snakes and
Wookiee.
scorpions and spiders, but nothing big enough to do that to a horse. And
So that's Wookiee. If you found his story compelling, and you want to vote for Wookiee, he is number 3. And so that's you can vote by just putting a number in the chat. And,
I love how all the
right.
spooky music came on after I spoke.
I know, right?
it was on. I just
Not
had to turn it
Brian.
up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Not
All right,
Brian in the
Abby.
chat. Abby's
All right,
in
Abby.
the chat.
All right, no, Brian. Hello there.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
World Cup, yeah.
If you want to vote, just put the number in the chat. That's Cruel's going to be 2, Wookiee is 3. Okay. World Cat Fever is on the Scotland. Okay, all right. Every good stuff you got tonight. There you go. Wendigo would eat the horse. Yeah. Okay. All right. Scotland forever. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and give mine. I was going to show the video of the Brown Mountain Lights, but that I feel like that'd be uneven. You know, it'd be kind of like home field advantage here, so I'm not going to play the clip I have. But Brown Mountain Lights is one of the most stable phenomenon on the planet, and it's basically in a place near me. It's called Brown Mountain, but most of it happens in the valley immediately preceding Brown Mountain. But there are globes of light that appear in the sky, and they have done this for generations. They every once in a while, people will pepper the North Carolina government enough that they'll send somebody out, and he'll stay in a resort hotel and then declare it swamp gas or something like that. And that's happened like twice, but it's been disproven that it's swamp gas. It's been pretty much every explanation's been disproven by research scientists. The guy that in the clip is actually from Chapel Hill. You know, Chapel Hill's no slouch when it comes to the scientific community. Swamp ass, no.
Yeah. Ass.
Don't think that's that either. But anyway, but my stepbrother actually saw them, and he's a horror fanatic. His name was Jason, you know, and he wore Jason Voorhees stuff.
Yeah, he was a
and,
camp
loved
counselor,
horror
right?
movies.
Yeah.
He was also a big guy, so you know,
Real big guy.
there you go. But yeah, he came home one weekend. They looked for it like consecutive weekends, almost a month. They were looking for him. He came home early one weekend, white as a sheet. And I said, "What happened? Did you see them?" And he just said, "I don't want to talk about it," and he never did. So I don't know what he saw that night, but it spooked him. It spooked him quite a bit. So that's near me. But the thing that got me interested in the supernatural was my father predicted his own death, and I have a touch of it myself. But he basically, the first I got wind of it, I was told this after his passing. I was told by a neighbor that this had happened. But first I got wind of something like this going on was about a year before the actual accident happened on June the 12th. About the same week, my parents went on a vacation, just the two of them, and they never did that before. And they left us with my aunt and my uncle, her younger sister. And for a week, we were there during the summer. And so that was really odd. I mean, for them to go away by themselves like that. I mean, we were a very tight-knit family. But I found out that later that he had gone around to just about every single relative and said his goodbyes. And they said that they had asked to be taken together and they had made arrangements with my my aunt, my mother's younger sister, who they were childless, and she had been like our closest aunt anyway, and this had gone on this was going on a good solid year before it happened, and the day it happened, the rain came down like you wouldn't believe, and it came down in like a very short amount of time, and while we were driving home, and there's a place they called Dead Man's Curb that's later was expanded. You know, the state finally expanded it after the accident happened. But we were hit by a drunk driver. It took both of them immediately. Also a brother about 10 days later. But they had been predicting this for a while, and that I had relative after relative after relative tell me that this had been going on. The neighbors told me that this has been going on and things like that, and they had basically said that we're going to be taken together and want you to look after our kids and stuff like that. My dad took out extra insurance. One of the policies was in my oldest brother's as a beneficiary, and so they doubled up on insurance. They made their goodbyes. They made the rotation, and so when it happened, and everybody was just flabbergasted. It's how did they know? How did they know? Me personally, on several occasions, I've predicted things ahead of time, and it's been like I got a car. It was one of my favorite cars that I've ever had. It happened to be a Subaru, and let me see. So after I got the car, every time I came out and looked at the car, I said I kept feeling that I wasn't going to have it forever, and every time my my housemate Craig would say something to me, he's like, I'd say, well, as long as I have it, you know. He's like, what do you mean, well, as long as you have it, you know? It's not, you just got the car. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, you know, things happen. And he's like, why do you have to be so negative all the time, right? Well, so I'm heading home. I'm heading to work one morning. And I came up to the top of a hill, and there was a guy in my lane. And
Look.
yeah.
Yikes. But
when I saw him there, it was like deja vu. I was like, oh, this is the morning. Or this is when it's going to happen. And I was so calm after the accident happened that they wanted to treat me for shock. And I was like, it's, you know. I told him this is the third time I had a head-on collision in my lifetime, and walked away. And he's like, well, that's a record. I've never heard anybody have one, and you know, like that. But you had three. The statistics aren't like in my favor, but in several, like, you know, got my dad's premonitions, and you got my premonitions and things like that. I've always felt like there was something to the supernatural. That's the reason why. But anyway, so that's my story. Hold on a second. You guys should do a seance and bring back Jimmy Hoffa. That won't be possible, I don't think. Cruel 110 Fahrenheit is equal to 44 centigrades. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
We're like, we get about half that. We get about half that here or something like
that. All right. Okay, so if you want to vote for my entry, I am number one. So I'll be 1, Cruel is 2, and Wiki is 3, and we are coming up on Mr. Longbox. All right, John, what's your story, man?
None. There is no supernatural. It can all be explained away, or just because we don't have all the details, or the human brain is faulty, and then we interpret things in any way. Claims require proof. Fantastic claims require fantastic proof. I mean, I can't dismiss your claims. I wasn't there. I don't know everything. But intuition, people know themselves. They put, and every time I buy a car, I go, this is going to end badly. You know, this is fine while it lasts. You know what I mean? Things like that. I've never encountered the supernatural. Every time a friend of mine tells me the supernatural, inside my head, I'm just like, like one of my girlfriends used to get so mad at me. I was thinking about my grandfather, and then the phone rang, and I picked it up, and there was nobody there. That was him calling me. I was like, or it was a wrong number who hung up when I heard your voice. Or, I said, there's 10 million incidences in a day, and that one coincidence when you're thinking about this, and then you do that, that's what you choose to remember, but you forget the other 999 million other incidents where no coincidences happen. It's complicated. I'm fascinated by the supernatural. I would love there to be ghosts, aliens, Bigfoots, fairies, unicorns, dragons. I think, I'm fascinated by Jack Kirby's imagination, but there's nothing, show me the empirical data. And you're telling me either it's a vast conspiracy of all world governments that hate each other to keep all this stuff clamped down, which to me is proof of the supernatural, or we're just limited human beings looking out into trying to make order into the unexplained. The first time a human saw lightning, they imagined Enlil, and we're making order out of not chaos. The universe isn't chaos, but I'm in a coffee shop in Albuquerque, and some girls telling me about the healing powers of the pyramids.
Yeah,
how she wants to go to Egypt and basket. So I tell her about how the Egypt was conquered because of the resources used to build the vanities to 3 kings. They got destroyed. She told me I'm an asshole. I said, well, reality is kind of an asshole. But the fantasy. So there's no King Arthurs. There's none of this. These great. The Black Prince was probably killed, and he's not coming back to save England. But I'm sorry, everybody, but I love the supernatural. The world would be great if there was friendly space aliens. Scary attacking space aliens, that's a different story. But fairies, Bigfoots, I'm the kind of guy I would love to meet Bigfoot. I think I'd be the one guy that would be friends with them. But everybody has a phone in their pocket, and now we got AI, so the supernatural is just going to blow up. Because everybody's just going to be fooled by the cat that's cooking eggs or something like that. You know what I mean? So show me the empirical data. There is none. So therefore, there's no supernatural. I mean, I'm fascinated by alchemy. I've been studying alchemy now for years. The only practical proof from geniuses, from Isaac Newton to Hermes or Cornelius Agrippa, was making saltpeter, vinegar, but nobody made the Philosopher's Stone. Nobody turned lead into gold. Nobody prolonged their life. That's so. Yeah, I saw ghosts as a kid, but I was a stupid kid. You know what I mean? I was a stupid kid fascinated by comic books. Of course, I saw ghosts. You know what I mean? And then I turned around and I didn't see him anymore. It's the brain plays tricks on us. Look at an event, look at a car crash, and then interview the 20 witnesses. That you're going to get 20 different stories. Oh no, that guy was alive. There was blood coming out of his mouth. No, that guy was not alive. And blah blah.
Okay, let me tell you one more story having to do with the accident. Okay, I was taken to see the car. I don't know why. Who decided that was a good idea? I had nightmares about what I saw, but one of the things I did see that was very distinctive was I was when the accident happened. I was in the cargo area. Now we were driving a Datsun 210 station wagon. Okay, it's a little cracker box of a vehicle, right? The vehicle that hit us was a Ford LTD estate wagon.
Big.
Yeah.
Big.
And so we were squished like a bug, okay? So, as a matter of fact, my grandfather said that he could, the span of his hand from the engine, what was left of the engine to the like the dashboard was how far it got smashed. And so I basically, being in the cargo area, all three of my both my brothers and my sister all had severe damage. My sister mentally handicapped the rest of her life, severe brain damage, collapsed lungs, things like that. My brother was, my oldest brother was, broken up like a pretzel. He's got pins and needles all in him. They had to straighten him out and bolt him together, basically. And my middle brother, one closest to me, never made it. So, I had a cracked elbow. Now, I've done the physics, I've done the trajectory, I've done the calculations. I've had people, I even did an AI, had the AI check, and by all calculations, I should have gone straight through to the windshield. By all calculations, but something kept me below the level of the seat, which was taken off its hinges when I hit it. I was maybe 55 pounds soaking wet. I was an undersized kid. Okay? Now, the dent that I saw in the back of the seat was a man size. Feel free.
For what? I don't know all the details. You don't even know all the details.
Well,
you were in a car accident when you were a kid. Is your memory 100%? Did you get every single factor 100% correct when you did these math problems? No. I mean, no disrespect.
Okay. All right. All right.
But you don't.
I'm just saying. For me,
and you fill it in the gaps with magic.
I'm not. I'm not filling the gaps with magic. I'm just saying it's inexplicable
to you. So
okay. Well, I mean, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I apologize for putting you on the spot.
No. No. That's the purpose of the show. That's the purpose. And I'm not getting mad. And also, guys, I'm not trying to get you mad either. I'm just being honest. You know, I have a friend whose father swears he saw a ghost. Yeah. And I don't argue with this guy. I'm not here to get him mad. You know what I mean?
I'm a moody git. I'm pissed off all the time.
All right. So if you agree with John, if you're a skeptic, if time prophet's somewhere out there, or not Brian, just feel free to vote for number 4. If,
yes.
You know,
I would like to address my fellow Scotsman in the chat there. I know that you're probably interested in the spirit of a single malt, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the only spirits he's probably going to be interested in. So
there we go.
All right.
Hey, Bunny. Hey, what year did that accident occur?
1982.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What year was that Datsun 210 wagon?
It was practically new. It was a 2000. I'm sorry. It was a 1981 model. 81. It was a 1981 model. Yeah. So we just got it the year before. So it was brand new. My parents were big Datsun fanatics. My mom could absolutely drive a little that 210 station wagons are considered hot rods in Japan.
Yeah,
they have torque for days, so my mom could drive the hell out of that thing.
Was that okay? Was it a 2-door with a hatchback or a 4-door with a hatchback?
It was 4-door with a hatch.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was crumpled like a beer can, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that to me that I think that there are greater things in heaven and earth than are dreamt by our philosophies Horatio. So I'm just saying. But anyway, so this is the poll. All 4 stories are out, including John's refutation.
Nobody's voting.
Vote,
damn it!
So, if you want to vote, 1 for me, 2 for Gruel, 3 for Wookie, and 4 for John. Okay. Looks like we have. Looks like there's no joy in the world. There's no magic in the world, evidently. Oh, John voted for. Oh, okay.
John just vote for himself.
John voted for himself.
When I was a kid, my father was a telephone man. He was working in Wall Street, and on Saturdays, every once in a while, he would take us to work with him. And I'll tell you, man, there is nothing scarier than going into one of the office buildings on a Saturday in Wall Street. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
Go to Manhattan in a 20-story building. My father's installing phone lines, and I just had free reign. I'm running around the building, and I remember opening up a door, and there was Satan standing there. Green fire. He had the pitchfork, the pan, goat legs, horns, and everything. And I screamed, ah! I must have been 7, 8 years old. Does that mean I saw the devil, or does that mean I was an active kid with an imagination in a scary setup in the dark? Turns out there was just like a green, like, I don't know, some sort of like Sapporo beer logo. You know what I mean? My imagination turned it into the devil. And it's funny because everybody's like, of course you saw Satan on Wall Street. You know?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, another time I was camping, we were out in Pennsylvania in like a colonial place, and there was rickety old log cabins, and like Benjamin Franklin was walking down the street, you know, and I could see through him and everything. You know, does that mean I saw Benjamin Franklin? No, it means I'm a kid with an active imagination in the creepy woods, thinking I'm going to see a ghost. I'm going to see a ghost. I'm going to see a ghost. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I remember the one I didn't tell the story for years, but I was an altar boy, and I'm in the church, and I used to lie to the nuns. I got to go serve mass, and I would just leave and go play pinball or whatever for 2 hours. You know what I mean? And just like the nuns never would have crossed their mind that I was lying to them to just because I'm a bored kid in class. So I was down in the basement of the church, and that's where they stored all the chairs and everything. So there's piles of chairs, no lights on. The only light is through these stained glass windows. It's just like, you know, you expect like, what's her name, Linda Blair, to come out and start throwing up. And they had those, like when you walked out the door, they had you put coins in, and somebody would turn a key and open it and take the money out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For, like, you know, donations. So I was just, and it just opened, and there was a pile of change in there.
Nah.
And I took the change, put it in my pocket, and then I'm like, all of a sudden the guilt piled up like oh my God, and I turned around and Jesus was staring at me. I put the money back. You know what I mean? Does that mean I saw Jesus? You know what I mean? No, it just means I'm a kid with an overactive imagination.
And guilt.
There you go.
It's bad enough I was lying to the nuns. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. So evidently nobody's voting. Even Abby, who's says number 5.
Damn it,
so
Abby.
Thanks a
Somebody.
lot. So anyway, we got 22 people. Surely somebody can put in the chat a number if you have a candidate. Otherwise, John wins, and there's no whimsy left in the world. So defeat evil. Vote for somebody besides John.
Whimsy in the world.
What was it? Jesse the Body Ventura said, "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat."
Brian, all you have to do is put a number.
Yeah, just put
in the chat.
Yeah, just type.
All you have to
type
do is
number,
put a number in the chat.
1 for Bunny, 2 for Cruel, 3 for me, and 4 for John's Longbox.
Whoever you
type a
represent.
number in the chat.
Evidently, you're big on John, so yeah.
Right. You don't have to. The chat is on screen. All you got to do is type in the number that corresponds to what.
There you go.
Take us the finger to the button.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So nobody's voting. So I guess except for John for himself.
You guys can vote. We can make it a 4-way tie.
Oh well.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew it. The only people voting are the skeptics. So there you go. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna vote. For,
See what happens? You guys are waiting for ghosts to vote, and you lose.
All right.
Well, I can't vote for myself, so
I
I'm on
voted
this.
for myself.
I'm on the
I
StreamYard
think
thing.
everybody's going to vote for themselves.
Official kills Whimsy. There you go.
I'm
All right, I
gonna do
voted
it.
for Wookiee
I'm gonna
myself.
do
There you
it.
go.
Oh shit!
There
I'm
we
gonna
go. There
do
we
it.
go.
Okay. All right. That didn't
Talking
show
about
up.
a
The vote
lack
didn't
of
show up. Oh, well.
solidarity, not Brian voting.
I
He
voted
didn't
for
vote
Buddy.
All right. No big
Me,
deal.
not Brian, the fellow Scotsman. Oh my,
Yeah, it's like,
oh my nuts!
we're
All right.
There we go.
All
There
right.
we go.
Well, I appreciate it.
Tractor's on not Brian.
Okay. All right, we'll go for another minute, and so voting will be
Wait.
open for another minute or so.
I was listening to a guy on Joe Rogan claiming that the Roman Catholic Church has been killing people with psychic powers for 2,000 years. You know? And it's fascinating. I love it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was great. But where's your proof? When I asked for the proof, I was told that I was an anti-Semite. So there's the proof.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, you know, the Jews killed Jesus. Didn't he have psychic powers? You know, so you're blaming the Roman Catholic Church? You know.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus didn't technically have psychic power; he had omniscience.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to talk to him in the language that he would understand.
That fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. But anyway,
Well, I mean,
Go
it's
ahead.
like that Jesus is the human embodiment of God himself, isn't it? So
Yeah.
he might know a couple of things.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
saying.
Right. So anyway, okay. So here we go. We are going to go ahead and we'll close the poll out.
Da-da-da-da. It's over.
And I lose all faith in humanity. Here we go. Stopping poll now. All right. So evil wins. Whimsy loses, and so here we go.
Whimsy
All right.
loses.
Brian's
What?
saying he didn't hear my story. But that doesn't matter. You're supposed to vote for me anyway.
All right. I'm just kidding. John knows I'm kidding. Me and John have discussions all
Whimsy.
the time about
Whimsy,
stuff like
who's she?
that. There we go. Even though I didn't hear it story, I'm sure it's better than everyone's. All right. There you go. So okay. Hopefully people will go back and rewatch and maybe
Vote for me.
be able to
Yeah.
evaluate some differently. But I think
you
I
watch
think
it
the majority
later-
of the world's probably with John. I think very few people have.
I think I'm the opposite. I think most people believe in the supernatural, whether they admit it or not. I mean,
Yeah.
every gambler believes in the supernatural,
Yeah, there's superstition.
right?
Mm.
Almost every sports fan, like, I ain't changing this underwear until
Yeah,
the
exactly.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Shit.
I think I'm in the minority, and I'll say this, if you don't mind, Cooper,
Go ahead.
vote if you're watching this in the future. Put your vote in the chat so we can keep a running tally. You know,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I mean, like I said, very few people have like direct, actually direct experience like I have. So
and everybody who votes in an election has supernatural faith that they think that it's actually going to mean something. And
well, they certainly did in California, because those votes appeared from nowhere. They appeared from nowhere, and they
It
all
was
went for one
magic.
person
a magic
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
3 days in a row. Anyway.
I have a coworker that has a system for gambling, and
Ah.
he's now hiding from somebody.
Oh no.
Ah,
Sounds good. And he never trust a gambler who says they have a system.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Hey, you know
Besides,
what? I thought I fucking won the world lottery when I was at Del Mar racetrack like 30 freaking years ago, and I
Yeah.
came back even
Yeah,
at the horse track in Del Mar. I broke
my,
even.
my buddy got a
I'm
like a
like,
free
I
weekend
won.
at Atlantic City, and for whatever reason, his wife couldn't go, so me and him went.
Mhm.
And I'm not a gambler. I won $150. Man, I thought I was the. And he walks up to me. He goes, "Walk away now." You know,
Yeah.
'cause I was up like 250, and
Uh-huh.
and then all of a sudden it was just going down. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I listened to him when he told me, because
Well,
and that's the kind of gamblers we are. We went back to this. We had this big suite, and we played Dungeons and Dragons till about 3 in the morning.
There you go.
Well, most people don't know that at a certain point they'll let you win, but to kind of hook you in,
Right,
and
right.
make you feel like it's possible.
Like
And
the
if you-
first touch is
if you-
free. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
check out at that point, you're in the good. But for the most part, they'll wait. They'll wait till you're hooked really good, and then they'll start making you lose incrementally,
Yeah.
and then
You're gonna lose
eventually
over
drain
time.
you.
If you're gambling, you're going to lose over time. So if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
up ahead quick, get out.
Yep.
And if you win too much, they will throw you out.
Yeah.
They will definitely throw you out. So and you honestly will not never beat the house. They will throw you out they'll accuse you of cheating, and they'll throw you out without the money.
Oh, yeah.
And so even if you win, you lose.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
I mean,
like
Vegas is built on this shit. So
Like I said, and I played the ponies at Del Mar for the first time, and it was like 1-1, lost one,
Yeah.
1-1, lost one, and the very last one, I broke. I basically gained back whatever I was down.
Yeah.
And I didn't lose any money, so
Right.
I walked away with what I had when I walked in. So I'm like, I fucking won.
well, one of my favorite stories is the fact that the majority of people put their money on Secretariat and that never traded in their tickets
Yeah.
because they were basically worth $12
Yeah.
when he won. So anyway.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hey, Bunny, if you drink enough, you can hear voices, supernatural experiencing, and actually bump spewing demons.
Yeah, that's
Well, see, I'm not an alcoholic, so I will take your word for it, my friend.
I can actually confirm this.
You
You
can
see,
confirm this. Ah,
yes.
Okay.
1990 something, I think it was, and I was over at a friend's house,
Yeah.
and I was rather inebriated, and they were smoking and
Uh-huh.
smoking,
Uh-huh.
and I had a little smoke as well, and yes, I was throwing up all over the place. Yes, it was lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, my pal says to me, I was barfed in his toilet, and he says, you all right? And I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
So before Cruel confesses to a felony, I guess we should probably put a caboose on this. Anyway.
He's in
Yeah.
Scotland. If he isn't drinking by the time he's 7 years old, he gets arrested.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's absolutely a fact.
They put it in the baby's milk to quiet the little ones down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of spirits are the spirit. Yeah. There you
Yeah, it's 100% proof, that stuff,
go. Yeah, there you
I
go.
also want to know, does eating haggis cause seeing visions of ghosts?
It's never affected me in a bad way.
No.
My partner at work is Mexican and Scottish. And
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
What a
That's a-
combo.
So
That's
what does he get? Like a hot haggis and Chipotle or something?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I was asking about haggis, and he was telling me you got to go, and he was giving me like restaurants in New York, obviously. But he goes,
right.
he has his wife is Scottish, or his mother rather is Scottish. They have a house in Scotland. And they go there, and he loves the food. Then
Sheep
he goes to
intestines.
Mexico, he loves the
I'm not sure, you see, because obviously there are some ingredients in the United States that you're not allowed that we get here. So I don't know how good haggis is in the United States.
I've never tried it, but he goes, you like beef? You like rice? He goes, it's just stuffed in intestines. It's basically beef and rice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds
That's
lovely.
Okay. Well, should we come up with one for next week?
We're having a
or
culinary
week after
freaking
next?
show here tonight, folks.
Apparently so, yeah.
We'll do cryptids, conspiracies, and casseroles.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Well, after that little outburst earlier, maybe we could just do casseroles from now on. So, anyway.
Vote on the
Just
best
kidding.
recipe, folks.
All right. Okay. We'll come up with something. We'll advertise it. Week after next. So we'll be back with the 84th episode week after next. Thank you all for coming in voting. Once again, John has asked that if you watch this back and you see you decide you want to vote, go ahead and put it in the chat, and we'll keep a running
comment
tally.
section.
So
Yep.
maybe the
Put the
vote's not
comment.
entirely over. I don't know. Used to do one elusive park horror, probably not. Cassowary, the legendary murder bird. No idea. No idea. Anyway, thank y'all for coming, and we will see you next time. Maybe we'll do the underground of New York. Are there alligators?
Did you just hear what just happened? Those 71 girls they found in the
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know about that.
Just 3 days ago, they found a whole group of religious Jewish girls that were lost in the subways. You know, and they were like, "Oh, we were on a field trip and we got lost."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know all the facts, but
yeah,
this is kind of weird. What kind of school takes kids on field trips through the sewers of New York? You know,
what were they looking for? The mole people? Were they looking for the mole people?
I don't know.
Well, I know that there's an entire community down there. It's practically a city down there. So
yeah, there is. There is. I told you I've worked down there. You know, we bribe them to keep them from peeing on the tools.
Yeah.
Cup of coffee and a buttered roll goes a long way when you're working down below Manhattan.
I bet.
We are not going to touch this ever. We're going to leave that alone. Anyway. All right, thank y'all for coming. We will see you week after next. We'll come up with something. Maybe we'll do the underground in New York. Yeah, maybe some topic having to do with that. Since John has been down there and seen it with his own eyes, maybe you know we'll actually get something out of him besides negativity next week. I don't know. The week after next.
Oh, shit!
All right. Anyway. All right, so thank you all for coming, and mysterious sewer juice. Okay. Okay, I'm into the stream now. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.